Daydreamer, and welcome back to my channel. I've been dealing with a lot of technical difficulties, so I'm later getting this video out than what I had originally planned. And because of those difficulties, I'm gonna have to deliver a rather speedy book talk this time. So let's get right to it. So today's book is an old book, but a good book nonetheless. Its author is Scott Dell, a favorite of mine. Now, he was an American-born author, and he was actually named Odell Gabriel Scott, but because of an accident in publishing, he's now known as Scott Odell, and he must have been a really swell guy because he's just like, hey, I'll keep it. So now he was a very busy man. He published 33 books in his lifetime and won a plethora of awards for his work. He also served in the United States Army Air Force in World War II. For his writing works, the jewel in his crown would have been the Hans Christian Andersen Award that he won in 1972, which is the highest honor you can get for children's historical fiction. So that would have been something he was probably very pleased with. Now, the book I'm going to talk about today is his first and best known book, which, if you haven't guessed it, it's The Island of the Blue Dolphins, and it won the Newbery Award in 1961. Now, The Island of the Blue Dolphins is a work of fiction based on a real woman who is known to history as the Lone Woman of San Nicolas. She was indeed tracked on an island alone by herself for 18 years. She is known in the book as Karina, or Wanapale, which means girl with the long black hair, and I'm in character. So, but she was christened by the Catholic Church as Juana Maria. Now, San Nicolas is a real island, and it is currently owned by the U.S. Navy. It is located off the coast of Southern California, but way back in 1814? Yes, in 1814, I wasn't sure if I was going to get that right. 1814, it was inhabited by the Nicolano tribe. So let's figure out here, what happened to get Karina stranded on the island by herself? Well, in 1814, a Russian-American company sent aleuts, is what they're called, and some Russian-Alaskan fur trappers to the island to hunt for sea otter and seal. And while they were there, they did a very bad thing. They killed the Nicolano men and brutalized the women and pretty much destroyed their population. Now, I don't know how they found out, but somehow the mission at Santa Barbara heard about the Nicolano people plight, and they sent Captain Charles Hubbard sailing the Peor es Nada, which translates the better than nothing. So here comes Captain Hubbard sailing the better than nothing, this is in 1835, to rescue these people. And so when he got there, he did indeed get the majority of the people on the boat. And because of a freak storm, which storms at sea rise very quickly, because of a storm that came, he had to leave much quicker than he anticipated, and somehow she did not make it onto the boat. Now, before Captain Hubbard could return to retrieve Juana Maria, the Better Than Nothing sank and is now forever at the bottom of the San Francisco Bay. Now, fast forward 18 years later, and she is found by Captain George Nidever waiting on the shore with a scruffy dog wearing a beautiful skirt of cormorant feathers. Now, by the time she was taken to Santa Barbara, there was no one left that could speak her language. They even shipped her to another tribe trying to find someone to converse with her. So they never found out her real name. However, it is reported that she was always smiling and very fascinated with horses. Now, a priest did discern that she had a brother who was in fact killed by wild dogs on the island, but really little is known about how she spent her time on that island. Sadly, after only 7 weeks after she was rescued, she died of dysentery. So that makes me really sad. But Juana Maria's water basket, clothing, and various artifacts, including bone needles, had been brought from the island, were housed in the California Academy of Sciences, but were destroyed in a fire of 1906 that was started from the San Francisco earthquake. Her cormorant feather dress, which I so wanted to find a picture of to share with you, was sent to the Vatican, and they lost it.
Way to go.
So I wasn't able to find any pictures of her or of her skirt. Now we have a little thing we decided to try. I wanted to try some what I thought would be island type foods. She did eat a lot of dried fish, sea kelp, abalone. Now, I didn't want to try anything too weird. And I ordered some things from Amazon. Definitely didn't have to forage for them myself. And so I hope you enjoy that clip. Okay, I'm going to try some foods that are kind of similar to what I think she might have been eating. She did eat a lot of small fish that she would hang up and dry. I can't bring myself to eat anything with the head still on, like sardines or anchovies. So I'm going to be trying some tuna jerky, some seaweed, and something called sea grapes. And maybe you've seen some of these on the internet.
ASMR channels, mukbangs.
Yeah, what she said. My manager is here. She's also tasting with me because I didn't want to try them alone. So these sea grapes actually are really cool. I ordered them from Amazon, and this is what it looks like. Now, when you open the package, they're real dried and shriveled. Well, they're not really dry. They're just shriveled. And when you add water to them, they swell, looking like tiny strings of grapes. I don't know if you could see that very well. Isn't that neat? So we're going to try some sea grapes. You can dip them in soy sauce. We're going to try one plain and then try some in some soy sauce. We have some tuna jerky that I got off Amazon, and it actually comes in lots of flavors, but because she was on the island and didn't have any kind of resources really, we're just going to try the original because it'd be the blandest flavor. It also comes in lemon salt, peppered, sriracha, that's hard to say, and teriyaki. So we're not going to try all of those flavors. We're going to stick with the original for this time. And then we have seaweed. We got sea salt seaweed that we're going to try. So this should be interesting. Okay, what do you want to try first? The sea grapes?
Sea grapes. I've been waiting all day to try these things.
My manager's been trying so hard to wait patiently for these sea grapes. So, bon appetit. Well, they're crunchy.
Very salty. Ugh.
Salty, a little bit fishy, but you know they're not that bad. Oh, and sea grapes are actually considered a superfood, so they're not just
very
good.
Crunchy.
They're super good. So, okay, we're going to try them in a little bit. I brought some soy sauce up. I'm going to try some soy sauce
They're
here.
very salty. They're not really that salty.
Ooh, okay, I like them plain. Soy sauce is too salty. Here. Okay, we're making a mess.
Ugh.
Okay, that's enough of the sea grapes. They're actually pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't eat them all the time, but they're pretty decent. I like the texture. All right, now we're gonna try
Don't worry, we won't be wasting that.
We're gonna try some seaweed now. Here's some seaweed. It looks like thin see-through green paper. So this should be interesting.
Ooh. Tastes like
This is good.
bacon?
It doesn't taste like bacon.
Am I crazy? It tastes like fish.
Okay, I like seaweed. This is good.
Okay, this tastes like fish. It doesn't taste like a plant.
Seafood is also really good for you, and it's really low in calories. It's only got 20 calories per package.
You can also order this off of Amazon.
Okay, so I like seaweed. I could eat that quite often, and it's nice, healthy snack. It's a rich source of iodine.
Very good. I like that.
Okay, now we're gonna try some of this tuna jerky. Ugh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay,
I don't know. It's it's
it's
kind of sticky.
Oh.
Ugh. Okay, I don't know if I like the smell.
Oh, it's sticky.
Yeah, it's sticky.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna take a little bite.
On 3.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
I like this. I like regular jerky, but I wasn't sure about fish jerky, but this,
Tastes like regular jerky.
they're pretty good. And of course, tuna is a very good source of protein, so don't be shy about trying this. This is pretty good. All right.
You can also order that off of Amazon.
Yeah, I said that in the beginning. Everybody can order this off of Amazon if you'd like to try these things.
Well, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something you didn't know. If you've never read Island of the Blue Dolphins, go to your local library or to a bookstore or Amazon and pick up a copy. It is a wonderful book. I enjoyed the story that Scott O'Dell wrote, but I also really enjoyed researching the facts about this real woman that lived. And so if you liked the video, please leave a comment. If you thought it was put together nicely, then please give a shout out to my daughter and manager, #LMM, short for Little Miss Manager, and give her some encouragement, because really without her, I wouldn't be able to do these videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.